This is a game I like to call Death Trap. But before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to Selkirk TV for more lessons and podcasts that will help elevate your game. Here's how this one works. A single player on that side, you have to cover the full width of the court up to just the orange line. Set this orange line or whatever lines you might have. If you have drop-down lines, tape, whatever color is not relevant. But put it whatever distance away from that sideline you feel is challenging, but not unrealistic. You've got a lot of work to do over on that side. That's why we call this game Death Trap. Your goal is to get 21 points as a single player. The only way to score a point is to hit the targets in the corner, which we have blocked off with orange tape in the corners. Now, John, you and I tried to deny Damien from scoring any points within those two corners. If we make an error, that's also point to the single player. So you can score by either getting a ball to touch in the corner, or if we make an error. You have to get to 21 points. This is going to be some work. Now, John, you and I can hit the ball anywhere within that section of the non-volley zone up to the designated line. If we hit the ball outside of that line, that's out, that's a point for the single player. Now, goal is to get to 21 points, or if you just get too tired and need to tap out, you reserve that right, but nobody wants to do that. Start with a feed, and then we'll play out the rally.
If I hit it in the blue, he gets?
If we hit beyond the non-volley zone line, we'll give the single player credit for a point. That would be considered an error in this game because the goal is to control the ball in the non-volley zone. This is a dinking or non-volley zone game. You're going to be playing a pretty high intensity over there because you have a lot of ground to cover. The goal is to control the ball even though you're moving quickly, and you got to show some pretty good finesse even under some serious stress. Go ahead and feed it in and we'll see how this goes. That's good movement, Damien. Nice try. Still no points. Good get. That's 1 point. That's 2 points. 3 points. A little short. Still at 3 points. Keep working hard. That's 4 points. 5 points. Uh-oh. I hadn't explained this yet, but if you make an error as the single player, you must deduct 1 point off of your score. You were at how many, Damien?
4.
You were at 4? Now you're at 3. Not easy over there, is it? Let's continue to make it hard on that player.
Got it.
Go ahead. Mistake on our end. That gives you point. You're now at 4 again. 5. 6. Good shot. 7. 8. 9. Well played. That was just deep. Down to 8. Cost you a point for hitting in the net. How are your legs feeling right now? It's not easy, is it? Good save. That's 9 points. Back down to 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. My shot was out. You get credit for an additional point right there. Good series. You're now at 13. Let's just fast forward.
Yeah.
You're at 19 points. Continue to work. I would just strive to avoid that net. You get to 19 or 20, hit one in the tape, and then you drop 1 point, that can be mentally taxing. A lot of this game is that mental fortitude and trying to consistently keep pushing yourself, even when you're tired, to continue to control that ball, push that ball to corners, and continue to get it up over that net, but not too high. Go ahead. You're at 19, 20, almost, 21. We now rotate. I would head over to the single side. Damien gets a drink of water, gets to recover and breathe again, and now it's my turn to start and try to get to 21. Obviously, after my turn is over, John, you would take your turn. Very, very difficult for this single player. That's why we call this death trap. When you're the single player over here, a lot of movement, a lot of lower body strength and stability is required. Maintain balance as you're covering this court. You will get gassed. This is also a cardiovascular workout, as well as functional strength training, bending down, and you're gonna get a workout with this one. Try the death trap.